Hi, welcome back to the next installment from Follet, the video book. Today we're going to read the last part of chapter 16, the fourth part. And this one is perfectly safe for everyone. There's pie and there's music, but there's no sex in this one. You have to wait for another chapter for that. Or go back and read the previous selection. I guarantee there's some there. Don't forget, there'll be a link underneath this post, and you can order yourself up a brand new copy in paperback or ebook of Follet. You'll like it. Your friends will like it. Most everybody likes it because it's got the three ingredients that make up life: pie, music, and sex. Okay, with that in mind, here we go. Follet walked back to Red's and the joint was jumping. Meri was in the center of the dance floor, shaking it on down with Red. The band tonight was a pickup affair composed of regulars who had happened by, but the earth was quaking and the walls were shaking. Follet sat down at the bar and nodded to a kid behind, and suddenly there was a beer. Follet watched Meri and Red dance, and he drank the beer. Then he nodded for another while the band launched into a new song. Toward the end of the guitar solo, Meri caught Follet's eye and smiled. Follet tipped the beer to her, smiled, and took a swig. The song ended, and Meri took Red's hand and led him over to where Follet sat. "Whew, this girl likes to dance, Follet. Miss Meri, thank you for a fine, fine evening." Meri threw her arms around Red and gave him a big hug and then a peck on his cheek. "You do know the way to a girl's heart, Red. Beer and boogie." And she laughed and hugged him again. "I think that the Holy Moly is still open, Meri. Have you worked up an appetite? I think that I need a big slice of Mississippi mud pie," Follet suggested. "Kind of fitting dessert for me tonight, Follet," Meri laughed, and then she sang, "We'll dance all night till the sun comes up, and we'll drink ourselves completely blind, and then we'll rock on down the line. I take my shot straight out of the jug like I do a little dance in that Mississippi mud." Follet walked over to the door, and while she sang, and opened it for her when she came over, and then he sang along in the next verses, and they walked over 3rd Street to the little shop. "Well, I was raised by an awful alligator. He taught me how to walk the line. He used to deal cards from the bottom of the deck, but a Tennessee woman took his life. But he sure gave me some damn fine advice, and I take my shot straight out of the jug, and I like to get pure drunk on Mississippi mud." The Holy Moly was still open, but when Follet and Meri sat down, they discovered that Carla and Adrian were taking the night off. But there was Mississippi mud pie, and best of all, Bluebell vanilla ice cream put on top. Follet and Meri split a too big piece of gooey chocolate pie with dense devil's food filling on top of a crumbly fudge crust with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream on top smothered in chocolate sauce. There was enough chocolate in this one to stop a truck. And there was coffee. Follet and Meri closed the place down and then meandered toward the Riverside Hotel. As they walked, Meri told Follet that this little corner of Mississippi seemed pretty close to heaven. "There's something special here, Follet. When the sun and the sky and the earth all come together and the fabric between the worlds is fragile and easily sundered. You took me to the crossroads here in Clarksdale, the meeting of the highways 61 and 49, but there are others. Midnight, the crossroads between yesterday and tomorrow. Graveyards, the crossroads between life and death, and they know about that in Mexico too, Dia de los Muertos. Heck, even in Little Moorhead, Mississippi, where the Southern crosses the Yellow Dog, W.C. Handy first heard the blues being played. And somehow, this little corner of the Delta is the crossroads of things much bigger." And as they walked, Meri sang her favorite 30s song to Follet. "All I do is dream of you the whole night through. With the dawn I still go on and dream of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, autumn, spring. And were there more than 24 hours a day, they'd be spent in sweet content dreaming away. When skies are gray, when skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too, all I dream the whole day through is dream of you. All I do is dream of you the whole night through. With the dawn I still go on and dream of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And were there more than 24 hours a day, they'd be spent in sweet content dreaming away. When skies are gray, when skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too,